Happy holidays, everybody. We're here at Studio One, and we are feeling under the weather. We're sick.
But it's not the trip to Hot Springs that did it.
No.
No.
Nor the gambling.
No. I had symptoms before we left.
So, we can blame you?
Yes, you can. Because I'm
It's her
blaming the
fault.
people I work with.
Yeah, those people.
People.
Wow.
Anyway, day before Christmas Eve, show must go on.
Yes, the show must go on. So we're going to bring it to you here, though we're at a limited capacity. All right. Greetings, sports fans from Studio One. Week 16, it's in the books, and we had one sole winner for the week. I thought it was going to be me, but it wasn't. Turned out it was Mr. Clean with 14 wins total. Outstanding picking. Everybody had double digits with the exception of one contestant. So I want to say that that's magnificence in itself, that we all, with the exception of one, had double-digit wins. Mr. Clean with 14. The 13 game winners were the Boilermaker and myself, the old Slowhorse. 13 games, that's good. Got to give Mr. Clean a tip of the visor for taking all the tiebreaker points this week. His best week of the year so far. And Boilermaker coming on strong. Out of the gate. Trying to get over his PPPS. It looks like you may have done it. 13 wins. Well done, sir. And then we had the 12 game winners, and they were the Badgers, the Rooster, Jayhawker, Lady Hawk, and the Counselor. Good picking. 12 games. The 11 game winners, the Coyote, Southpaw and Goldilocks, Uncle Edge, Cracklin' Rosie, Surfer Girl, and Lucky Dan all had 11 games this week. And there were 10 game winners as well. Hollywood, The Undertaker, and The Hangster all had 10 wins. So almost everybody, with the exception of the Batman, had double-digit wins. The Batman, he only had 8. And I'd love to know how that happened. I can only guess that you took advice from somebody, or you flipped a coin. I have no real way of knowing, but you were at the bottom this week, scuttling along the bottom of the ocean like a crab. I know the feeling. I've been there many times. So you were on the bottom this week. We had some interesting games, starting out with that Rams-Seahawks game that seemingly went on forever. And the Rams only lost by 1 point. And it was quite a game. And that started out the week. And then we had the Bears game. The Bears game on Saturday was tough to watch for me, Surfer Girl, and Big Badger. We were down in Hot Springs enjoying the races that weekend. We went and visited a friend, Mike and Jeannie Wood from Hot Springs, and they invited us over for dinner and to watch the Bears game. And I got to tell you, with 3 minutes to go, I didn't think the Bears had a chance. Incredible. I haven't seen anything like that in quite a long time. The Bears retrieving the onside kick, which you don't get to see many of those in a season. The numbers are probably like 1 in 100 that actually work to where the kicking team actually gets the ball back. But the Bears managed it and won that game. And I was very joyous because, Surfer Girl and I got cocky, and we felt the Bears were gonna roll over them, which they didn't. But we bet $30 on that game. Yeah, that's what you do on the weekends, especially if you've been not doing that well at the track. You're trying to win it back a little bit. But I got to give some shout outs on some games. The Panthers game against the Buccaneers, that was an upset. And Surfer Girl, Boilermaker, and Mr. Clean all had the Panthers in that upset. Good picking. Tip of the visor. And the Jaguars at the Broncos, that was also an upset game. And only the Rooster and Mr. Clean had the Jaguars. Wasn't even that close. It was that was something to say. Well, tip of the visor there too. And the other one was, this was a crazy game too, the Steelers at the Lions. If you watched that game or saw the highlights from it, you'll see that game ended on a penalty, which is pretty rare that you'll see that. And it just didn't go the Lions' way. It was a good call, I thought. But, of course, me and Jayhawker had the Pittsburgh Steelers. So I want to call all of those pick of the weeks. Those were excellent picks that not everybody had, very few had. And I'm going to tip my visor to the Jayhawker and to myself. Good picking, kid. A lot of fun this week. There was some movement in the board. So let's take you to the board and see how it all shook out this week.
Okay.
And here we are, week 16. And my Uncle Edge is still on top. 15 weeks. 15 weeks. Incredible. Incredible. Last week he had 9 wins. You know, this trending up with 11 this week. 162 wins, 5 tiebreaker points in first place. Cracklin' Rosie came on with the same. Up from last week, 11 wins, 161 wins, 2 tiebreaker points. Jayhawker climbed a little bit, I believe. He came in with 12 wins this week for a total of 160 and 4 tiebreaker points. The Badgers still swinging away. 12 wins this week for 159 and 5 tiebreaker points. And then we got a dead heat tie. Southpaw and Goldilocks and a Hangster both came in with wins same as last week. 11 for Southpaw and Goldilocks, 159 wins, 3 points. 10 and 10 for Hank, 159, 3 tiebreaker points, totally tied. And then I came in. I did a little climbing. Got 13 wins this week. And, 10 last week, so it was pretty good. 158 and 2 points. I am above the green line. Right there with Lady Hawk. She had a good week. 12 wins this week, 158. Still unbelievable to be above the green line with no points. That's awesome. Then we got Lucky Dan. 11 wins this week, trending up, 156 wins, 2 tiebreaker points. Mr. Clean, wiping everybody out with 14 wins this week. 155 wins, 4 tiebreaker points. Hollywood stayed flat. 10 and 10, 153 wins, 4 tiebreaker points. The Undertaker did the same thing. He's been slugging away 4 weeks in a row, double digits, I believe. 153 wins, 2 tiebreaker points. The Counselor, up from last week, that's for certain. 12 wins, 153 wins, 1 tiebreaker point. The Coyote, up from last week, doing a little better. 152 wins, even without no tiebreaker points. Doing great. Batman, 11 wins this week, or 8 wins this week. Sorry about I made that mistake. Definitely the only arrow going down. Tough. It's hard to pick on Boilermaker all the time. So, well, you've become my punching bag for now. Anyway, there he is. 150 wins, 2 tiebreaker points. The Rooster, up from last week. 12 wins, 149 wins, 2 tiebreaker points. Surfer Girl, definitely coming up. 11 wins this week, 148 wins, 1 tiebreaker point. And the Boilermaker, having a great week, but his 13 wins didn't move him up any at all. Tough break. Up 5 from last week, 141 wins. And that says it all. All right, we got Christmas Day games, people. I don't know how many of you stick around to see this on the show, but there they are. Cowboys and Commanders, noon. Lions and Vikings, 3:30 p.m. Broncos and Chiefs, 7:15 p.m. That's Thursday. Saturday games, Texans at Chargers, 3:30. Ravens at Packers, 7 p.m. Get your picks into me. I hate chasing you down, texting, messing with your betting weekend. I don't want to do that. Anyway, we bid you a good betting week and a wonderful, wonderful holiday season. We'll see you next time.